Welcome to Fred Achando Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching for the first time. I want to say that I paid very close attention to the Jacaranda rally that took place today, because this rally was very significant in many ways. But the most significant point of view was the fact that it was supposed to give directions to the Azimio supporters. If you have watched since Raila attended the first rally in Jacaranda, it has bothered very many people, both within the Azimio and without. The former Raila's agent at Bomas, Mr. Olekanchori, was saying that Raila has got two options that he must tell people which one. Is he building a support base so that they can keep the government check, or he wants a revolution? Because he said there can never be two ways about it. It is either you want to check the government till 2027, or you want us to go for a revolution. That is what he was saying. Rigathi Gachagua, who is the deputy president, was asking if Raila holds this maandamano or the rallies, then what next? Yani ashaenda hizo rally mikutano zake, then ni nini itaendelea? That is the question that has been, in the minds of many. Those who support Raila, those who are in the Kenya Kwanza team. And so it was expected today that Raila was going to give a clear direction. Let me ask you, if you watched that rally and you paid a close attention, and if you are a Raila supporter, did you get a crystal clear direction from Jacaranda? Do you now know what Raila wants, how he wants it to be done? Do you know the direction? Because for me, I have a feeling that Raila Odinga has chosen the unpopular direction. Why am I saying it is unpopular? It is very unpopular within his support base. I spoke to some of his supporters, and they were telling me that Achando, we are ready to go to State House. Tuko tayari hata sahi. If you listen to the messages that are sent to the channel, you visit the social media platforms, Facebook and all that, you will realize that the supporters of Raila Odinga really wanted Raila to tell them, from Jacaranda, we are headed to State House. They wanted this vigorous kind of revolution where they want to go and vacate William Ruto from the office by force. But it seems that is not the direction that Raila Odinga wants to take, because he was pressured to tell the people where he wants them to go. And Raila said that he wants to give the Commonwealth 2 weeks. He is inviting the Commonwealth to come and open and evaluate the servers, because the whistleblower who came up with those results, Raila Odinga's 8 million versus William Ruto's 5 million, are basing his facts on some servers that have never been opened, and he says he worked very closely with the IEBC. So Raila said that, kindly hold your horses, we are not going to State House. We want to give them 2 weeks. Then we will, after the 2 weeks, if they don't, then Kenyans will take matters in their own hands. And let me tell you something. 2 weeks is not far from now. And I just want to pray that Raila means what he's saying, because if you listen to the supporters, these supporters seems to be ready to die. That is what they are saying. But why do you think Raila Odinga does not want to take the popular way? The popular way is to talk hapa Jacaranda, to end straight to State House, with the police manning the way and meeting wananchi with the full force. And I said that it is always a bloody affair. I'm saying this because I've watched what happened in Egypt, I watched what happened in Tunisia, I watched what happened in Sudan when al-Bashir was being hosted. those who are around the president will not allow wananchi to have it the easy way. There will be live bullets and blood will be shedding here and there, unnecessary blood. And they seem to be very ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga has chosen this unpopular initiative. I think this is the reason why Raila is doing this. One, the West, and I've always opined on this opinion, or have always opined on this platform, that USA and the UK led the EU, now wazungu wote, to plant William Ruto as the president. And I've always given you just one reason, that ever since I started watching elections in Africa, and especially in Kenya, I have never seen an ambassador or a high commissioner picking a camp in a place where tallying and verification of results are taking place. But this time round, I saw the US ambassador pitting a camp there, and she was there throughout the period. She's the one who was telling, gave this alert that the Americans should not go to Kisumu because it was going to be violent. And she did this when Chebukati was about to announce the presidential winner, and the day when the Supreme Court was to give their verdict. It tells me that she was very interested in this. And I've gone ahead and I've always told you that immediately William Ruto ascended to power, he went ahead to lift the GMO ban that had been placed by Uhuru Kenyatta 10 years ago. The rush with which things are happening tells me that they had an agreement with the West. So he understands that he is fighting a giant, and the giant here is the West. So what has he done? He's taking the ball to them, and he's telling them, it is you who planted this president. I'm now inviting you to come and open the servers in full glare of the camera so that we can check. And you can see the challenge is not very easy even to the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth are a group of those nations that were colonized by Britain. So Raila knows very well that once he invites them, it will not be very easy for them to come. Because how do you come to shoot yourself in the foot? It is going to be a very, very big challenge. Raila wants to do things the right way. He knows very well that he is the AU High Representative of infrastructure. Every now and then is being invited to go and talk about democracy. I think after today's rally, Raila will be jetting out to go to Egypt to give a lecture on democracy. So Raila understands that he will not go ahead, charge his people to go and lead a coup. Yet he tells another country that this is how democracy works. So he wants it to be understood to the whole world that I first invited them to open a server. It is very simple. It is very simple. For those who come from areas where cattle roaring takes place, the cattle or the cows and bulls are being reared in a cow shed. So sometimes when you realize that someone has stolen your cow or your bull or one of your cattle, you simply go and tell them, wewe fungua hapa, niangalie ng'ombe wako wote nione kama wangu yuko among them. Do you understand? This is very simple. Wewe fungua, mimi nasema umeiba TV yangu. Fungua nione kama iko. And then this is going to be very difficult. Then in the event that they don't do that, if he goes ahead, then no one will blame him because he is doing things the right way. He knows that very well that this is the right way. The other thing that is taking place is this. The revolution, the gradual revolution that Raila Odinga is talking about is one that might even lead to secession, where wanagawa nchi. Raila says watu wake wataenda referendum, waseme wataulizwa, je, mnataka kujilinda nyinyi wenyewe na mjitawale? Do you want to be autonomous? And then it is a yes or no, like it happened in Sudan. Before South Sudanese broke away, I was seceded from the main Sudan, they went on a referendum, and it has to be accepted by the UN body, United Nations. And you see, the Commonwealth will be very influential. Even if Raila team writes a letter that they want to secede, it will be revealed that it will be looked at by the team whether it is necessary for those who support the Azimio supporters and their counties to secede. And one of the people who will be very influential is the Commonwealth, because Kenya falls under the Commonwealth and they have a very big say. So Raila is inviting them in their own game, so that in the event they will not come to open the servers, then Raila will tell them, now that you have refused, I have a point that I want to secede, because nyinyi mmekataa kunifungulia server na mimi nasema nilishinda. So they will have no choice. Even when they sit on a negotiating table, they will easily agree and say, okay, if you feel that we'll share, then instead of opening the server, then we can allow you to be autonomous. I have always said that Raila does not want to subject his people to bloodshed. For a charged crowd, a person who understands that maybe he has been jobless for over 10 years and he had got hopes that when Raila takes oath of office, maisha itakuwa sawa. And then Raila asks him to go for that revolution, they will go very fast. But Raila does not want, because he understands. Raila is a seasoned politician. He has visited places where revolutions are taking place. He has mingled and exchanged thoughts and opinions with other leaders in Africa. And he knows very well that revolution can take place, but it is always a bloody affair. Raila would wish that when he takes over power, he goes with the people. He does not want others to be killed, because now when you are dead, you will not enjoy the opportunities that he will make. So it seems Raila has a very slow motion way of doing things, and he has drawn a map, and he knows from here, this is where we are going. And like I said, it might not be very popular among his people. The last point, ladies and gentlemen, is that by taking time, Raila is building tension, because now they have said that they will be visiting they started with Kamkunji, it was Jacaranda, then they said they will be, I think, in Machakos, then in Northeastern. It is going to be just what happened during the Azimio, the consultation on what to do. And if you ask me, something tells me that 2027 is what he's looking at, and maybe the reform agenda. So it might be very unpopular, ladies and gentlemen, but Raila wants to balance the two. I said earlier that the biggest problem that Raila has is placing the interest of the people at first. The interest of the people is his priority. If he was a careless and a reckless leader, let me tell you, he would have charged his team to go State House, come what may. Wale wanataka kufa wakufe, lakini bora mimi niingie. That is what Raila does not want. So ladies and gentlemen, Raila has challenged the international community, Commonwealth, USA and Britain. I want to see what our big boys will do. Personally, I'm one person who believes that they interfered, led by the UK and the USA. They interfered with our elections. So I want to see what they do, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think from where you are.